All right, so thanks for staying with us. There you go, major headlines for today, Sunday. Focus basically for most national dailies has to do with security and banditry, and of course the fact that the Nigerian army seems to be soliciting for amnesty for Boko Haram insurgents who have, well, now repented, they say. But we'll leave that for a moment. We'll get some perspective very shortly. But let's shift our focus to the World Humanitarian Day as we cross over live to Abuja, the nation's capital, where Engineer Dr. Funmilayo Waheed Adekojo joins us live on the program. Founder Funmi Yinke Humanitarian Foundation. She joins us live to get some perspective on the World Humanitarian Day. Thank you so much, Doctor, for agreeing to speak with us tonight on the program. I wonder what you make of this day, the World Humanitarian Day. Is it enough to create awareness about what aid and humanitarian workers go through, trying to ensure they provide help and assistance for people or nationalities around the world?
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be here. And I want to say that the word humanitarian, I think it's always better for us to actually define that word humanitarian. A lot of people don't even understand when you mention humanitarian, like this is just give somebody something, this is just do this or that. I think humanitarian is all about you being a blessing to your society, to the environment, to people at large in your society. And then when it comes to Nigeria as our country, it's humanitarian work so far. It's obviously, especially in society, that people are living in an abject poverty. We have thousands of people in our society today that are very, very poor. And when I mean very, very poor, these are people that live with less than $1 in a day. And then, unfortunately, just a few Nigerians are actually into this thing called genuine humanitarian services. And I want to believe that having you, Galaxy TV, talking about it, and also hear about us talking about it, is a good thing for people to come back to this thing called humanitarian services. Is you being a blessing to your society. Thank you.
Yes, we'll check in with you just a moment. I'm not surprised that we live in an environment where power can always just go at any time. So we'll check in with you very shortly. Again, stay with us. We'll come back and continue the conversations with you as we reflect on the World Humanitarian Day. This is Firecrackers. We're back in just a moment. Stay with us. All right, so thanks for staying with us. Dr. Funmilayo Waheed Adekojo joins us live from Abuja. Funmi, thank you for standing by. So let's continue as we reflect on the World Humanitarian Day. I wonder what your experiences are like trying to provide some sort of aid and relief here in this country at the moment.
Yeah, as a humanitarian person that I am, I'm really proud to say I am a philanthropist. And my experience so far on impacting the society has been so awesome, per se, because I enjoy doing it. This is me. I call it God assignment. Like, you can never be a humanitarian or be a blessing to people when you don't have God in it. Because it starts from you showing love to the environment, and you can never have love when there is no God in you. So my experience so far in impacting our environment has been so awesome in my own best of ability. Many people, many youth that the Funmi Yinke Humanity Foundation has been able to empower have really made me proud in the sense that some of them have started their own businesses on their own. Some of them are into different ventures, are into computer services, they've started their fisheries, animal rearing, you can just imagine. And then so far so good, we've been able to put people putting smile back on the faces of some widows, and also to some undergraduate students. They've been able to go back to school. Like, a couple of them are even graduated. I was really proud of them when I said that 8 of my people graduated this month from university. So having positive impact, having positive report back from what you do, to me, it makes me happy. So I just say that so far so good. The experiences has been so awesome. And we try to monitor everything we do. We try to see how far they've gone, especially the widows that we empowered. We try to see what they have done. And when you get to the street and you see those widows having their grinding machine, being able to put their hand into their pocket for their kids to go to school, that to me is really awesome. Like it gives me joy, and I can therefore say that my experiences have been great. I mean, it's been great to be an humanitarian. Very great. Thank you.
Maybe the challenges you have probably experienced. But let me also ask you this question. I mean, I'm sure you're also doing this for humanity, caring for one another. We have been faced with the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, where there have been calls for social and physical distancing. Has that affected how we care for one another?
Yeah, sure, because, during the COVID-19, I think that was actually the period when we were able to see the genuine people that call themselves humanitarian. I saw a lot of people like giving up on our people and society. They could not even afford to even put up for anyone. And one of the things Humanitarian Foundation has been able to do during that time was I will tell you that those are the period that we even empowered thousands of Nigerians, like from home. We're able to give them what they should feed with, like transferring money through bank account. You don't need to see them because of the social distance, because of a lockdown thing that happened during that time. We're able to send money to them through internet banking, and then do you know that some of them were able to even do business. Some of the widows that we empowered during COVID made more money than even when there were no lockdown, because they were able to tap into the opportunity of probably having a face mask to sell. I mean, a lot of businesses opportunity during the lockdown that people made money from. And we were blessed to see Humanitarian Foundation as one of the major foundations in Nigeria that stood the test of time, that actually put smile on the majority. Yes.
Oh, okay, let me also ask you, so what do you think that humanitarians are even appreciated well enough in this part of the world?
When it comes to Nigeria, permit me to use this word, that average Nigerians right now are mental deranged. They're having mental deranged souls, and to the extent that when they even see you doing the humanitarian work, some of them see you as if you are wasting your fund. And to their amazement, you just see that 70% of people that are even complaining about you giving back to society are the rich. I mean, people that have luxuries, they're like, those people believe in it, like, engineer for me, why are you wasting resources? Some people said that you said you don't have something to do with your fund. And I was like, really? I think in Nigeria today, it's not every one of us that appreciate something called humanitarian. And it's high time we let people know that there is no you without you putting a blessing into someone's life. I think the reason why you're in existence, why you're still breathing, is because God wanted you to actually add value to someone's life. And when you claim that you know God, you have your religion, you are whatever you think you are, and God bless you with the resources, and you're not appreciating it, I mean, by giving back to people, to society, by empowering people, it's so sad in Nigeria that we don't appreciate these things. But we need to start talking about it. It is very important. It is very important. You cannot prove to me that you love God or you love yourself when you don't love others. To me, the answer is you don't really appreciate it in Nigeria, but I always tell people that matters. I said, when you're on an assignment, what actually matters is you focus on the person who sent you. Like me, I call my Humanitarian Foundation as God assignment, and that is it. So either you appreciate me or not, I just focus on the source. That is God Almighty, and God appreciates it.
Yes, so for instance, in the northern part of the country, Nigeria, in time past, humanitarian workers or aid workers have been kidnapped, have been arrested, have been killed in the process of doing this for humanity. I wonder if you think that such stories or reports would encourage other persons to even delve into the practice of offering help and assistance, especially in war-torn zones? For instance, in Afghanistan, for instance, what is playing out there as well? Do you think that would encourage people to want to, give their life to humanity, or care for one another?
Yeah, I can say that. See, I would need to emphasize on this part that humanitarian services is not like a profession. Like, I just want to be a teacher, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor, and whatever I found on the job, if it's not convenient for me, I back off. That is not humanitarian services. Humanitarian services is a situation whereby you get to a point in your life, you give all, like selflessly, you are just not yourself again. Like, you are sold out, completely sold out to your people, to your loved ones, to the environment. And irrespective of what you found on the journey, believe me, if you are a true humanitarian, you don't give up on it. Like, you have gotten to a stage in your life where you don't even think about yourself, whatever happens. So many things that have happened to people in the past, it's actually a factor that should discourage everybody. That is why I said that you don't embark on an humanitarian services as a profession, or being a politician, you want to just do it for people to see you. No, it's a calling, it's a divine calling. And on the journey, especially when it's divine, challenges are part of it. You just have to trust the source who sent you on this journey. And if God is the one that sent you, you don't give up, irrespective of what you see on the road. That is just it. That is just it.
Yes,
because you are a selfless being. You are selfless. You are not yourself. That is it.
All right, Dr. Fumi, or Engineer Dr. Fumi, because I understand you're an engineer by training. Maybe on a lighter note, let me say this. I understand that women don't get to support themselves very often, especially in this part of the world. But you are very passionate about women. I wonder why.
That's a good question, but let me say this, that I am not only passionate about women, I am passionate about every humanity in Nigeria, across all genders, sincerely. Like, look at me, I have 3 boys and a girl. So I am just balanced, but the truth is that I speak a lot about women. And because as a woman, I understand and I know the value of my gender. What I mean by that, this was one of the reasons why I did my latest song, Obiri, like trying to take every woman to their memory lane, to show them who they are, the way God made them. Like, I feel very strongly that women have been subdued in our society. Like, it's many men do not even appreciate the talent in women. They don't appreciate the quality in women. But if they allow women to participate in many noble activities in this country, in the society, the fact is that, see, a woman can do much more than any man can achieve. I say it again, say a woman can do. I mean, in fact, we can even do more. We can achieve more than a man would, because a woman can manage every situation, a woman can multitask, a woman can, you see, the ability, whatever makes you a man to function, actually came from the womb of a woman. So if you are operating as a man with your speed, I can tell you that is just 1% of what you took from your mother. Now imagine you allowing women to be in charge of so many things in this country. The problem of the country will have been solved. So when it comes to women, I don't joke with you. And I wish to advise that every woman out there listening to this should know that you have to ensure that you give to goodness to your society. Like, you must attend to your husband's needs. You must be responsible enough. You must let your children see whatever you want the country to be, whatever you want the environment to be. It must reflect from you down to your children, to your husband, then to the society. And you must ensure that we teach our children every time what it takes to be great. Every woman out there, they are the ambassador of the family. When you empower one woman, it's like this general thing that when you empower one, you empower the whole nation. But when you empower just a man, it's just a family that you empower. So to me, loving every humanity out there in all genders, but I still feel, I strongly believe that women are the solution to every problem. Believe me, you cannot do anything without us.
All right.
We are like
yes. So
a man is the head, a woman is the neck. Sir, can you turn your head? Just turn it. What enables
all right.
that?
So
tell you what enables the head to turn.
Yes.
Still the
yes.
woman.
I'm trying to talk with yes, Engineer Dr. Fumi, I'm trying not to turn this to a battle of the sexes. So since you believe so much in women, do you think that Nigeria is possibly ready for a female president in 2023?
I pray to God Almighty that all women out there, I mean, every woman right now listening to this should please be ready to solve our Nigerian problem. I took them to their memory lane to put courage in them by telling them that they are uniquely made, they are powerful. And I pray that God raise a woman for us one day. The problem of this country will be solved when we begin to have, women should not even probably think about being a president, because this is Nigeria where we have our culture to have a man as the head all the time. But let every woman just put us vice, everywhere you have the head as a man, put vice, woman. Oh my God, this country problem will be solved. I'm telling you. I'm not even saying president, just give them vice. President, deputy, and Senate president should be there, then the deputy, woman. And this one, if you have the director, let the deputy director, woman. See, when the man is weak, the energy of the woman is just about to be weak. That's the truth. That's the truth.
All right, Dr. Fumi.
We'll get there.
Yes,
we'll
yes,
get there.
We'll definitely. I'm sure we'll get there someday. As we're going to round off on our conversation and chat with you on the program tonight, I wonder what your message would be to aid workers who, of course, find themselves on the field, especially in the north, in the northeast and northwest. Very recently, Plateau, Niger, Kaduna, Zamfara states have been seen a lot of attacks very recently. I wonder what your message to humanitarian workers would be to the aid workers in that part of the country at this time.
I just want to tell them that we are all in it together. Sincerely speaking, it's really a sacrifice to put yourself in line for the other people to live. And that's what I said, it can only be God's calling. It is not profession, it is not about anything. So my advice to them is this: they should not just give up. They should keep doing God's assignments. When you take care of others, God has the way of taking care of you. Don't fear whatever it is right now. We are one of the heroes we have in Nigeria right now, that you are there to see through those lives. And I will say to you all over and over again, when you are on God's assignment, God takes care of you. We love you, we're in this with you. God bless your soul. Such a sacrifice. I know this.
Maybe I should also ask, do you think there's something the Nigerian government can do to improve humanitarian services, especially in the northeast or the north generally?
Yes, very, very important. This is a good topic. Yes, a good question, because we have to get to a stage in this country where we face the reality of it. What do I mean by reality? You want to do humanitarian services and you are doing it through you don't even know if the money gets to where you sent it to you or whatever. I think the government should embrace this style of looking for those humanitarian services all over the zones, to see those ones that have results, those ones that have practiced this thing on their own and they've been able to get results for the society. So when you empower such individual humanitarian services, you just create a committee for them to actually monitor the process. Every humanitarian services is an economy where we give values to fund. I can speak on behalf of some genuine humanitarians out there. We give values to every fund that comes our way. If government can just look out for those private humanity foundation, those NGOs that we are not the one that does one thing and put it there to come and see. Those ones that are really genuinely doing it are getting results. Government should empower them to do more, because these people can reach out more than using government agencies to do it. That is the truth. Even as FHF, do you know right now we have about 5,000 northern Nigerians on our payroll, that where we are the widows and the puppies. Imagine, no, we are not even from the north, and we are doing this for the north. Now imagine the northern people that even enter in the environment, government empowering them. They will do more, because this is a passion, it's a calling. It's like you are no longer yourself. You just want to do this for people to live. Government should embrace sponsoring private humanitarian services and ensure they give value to that fund. That is it. We'll get there by God's grace.
All right, Engineer Dr. Fumi, thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. I know you have a song. I'm sorry that we cannot air the song on the program, but maybe in 60 seconds or less, tell us what is very unique about that song. And I'm wondering why you're multitasking, because you're an engineer by training, a doctor, I don't know, if by training as well. And then you're also an artist. So I'm wondering why you're doing so many things. You're a mother, you're a wife. All right, go ahead, please.
I am proud to say that I am a good woman, representing every woman out there. See, believe me, I'm an engineer, a practicing one for that matter, and even a few days ago, my professional body, the Society of Engineers, actually gave me an award as one of the best engineers they have in Nigeria. That means I'm functioning well in my professional life. Then when it comes to music, it's just me, as a motivational speaker, I'm just trying to, apart from giving people money, apart from empowering them, you still need to motivate them to even be able to become what you want them to be. And one of the things I did was just to make my speech, I translated it into song. Like putting my lyrics, composing it into music, and I've done a lot of songs I did. I can make it is just to tell all Nigerians that the environmental factor doesn't matter. That what really matters is who they are, what they believe they are. I did Obiri, I just spoke about it, took every woman to the memory lane. I did this at time for everyone in diaspora to come back home and change this country. Enough of you going abroad and be the best doctor abroad. Come to Nigeria and let us have you to add values to us. I did like giving God all the praise for speaking through the journey of life. And I did the journey of life, telling everybody we have a journey. We have a journey, no matter how the journey looks like, just stay on your lane, believe in yourself. Don't be intimidated by anything. Everything about me just being.
All right, so there you go. Engineer Dr. Fumilayo Wahid Adekojo, founder Fumi Ayinke Humanitarian Foundation, live from Abuja. I would like to thank you most kindly for taking time to chat with us here on Galaxy TV.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.